Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on these Primark Master Eye Palettes. They are £6. I bought them from my local Primark, so I don't think you need to go to one of the bigger stores to get it. I've done my eye look today with it, and yeah, let's get on with the video. So there are two palettes available. I've heard that there is a third one, but when I went into the store they only had these two, and if my voice sounds a little bit funny, I have got a really bad cold at the moment, so I do apologise for that. So they just look like this, both quite warm colours and a mix of both matte and shimmer colours. There is nothing on the back of them to say what the name of each palette is called, so I can't tell you, this is palette 1, this is palette 2, so you just have to go off the colours. So the packaging does look like MAC packaging on their 15 eyeshadow palettes. They are like this with a clear window and a black back, and then you open it up and then you've got the pans I can get in there just like that. So they look just like that, so I can imagine, this is what they're trying to do with these. I couldn't decide which palette I wanted while I was in store, so I got both of them, and across the two of them I think it's only this colour in this pan and this one and this that are the same across both palettes. Otherwise they are completely different, and that's the only crossover, and I'm not bothered about that, because I've actually found that while I've been using it, that is the most common colour that I have used, and I have used it in my crease today, and yeah, it has a lot of colour to it, as you can see. I really like that colour, so I'm actually glad that it's in there twice. One thing I've got to note about the packaging is that they have just a sticker on the back with like Primark and the ingredients and everything. So on this one it covers the back, but on this one they didn't stick it on as well, and there is an A and a K on there, which it covered up on this one. So I think that is the manufacturer of, whoever made these for Primark. So I'm not sure what company AK is, but they would have normally covered that up. So yeah, that was just a little observation. These are made in China for people who like the cruelty free makeup, because these made in China, they probably won't be cruelty free. So I have used this warm palette the most because I really like all the berry tones and the orange tones. They're my favourite colours to work with. So I've used this colour the most, and I don't know how well you can see it, but this colour, it kicks up a lot of pigment, and at first I thought maybe it's the kind of brush that I'm using, because I was using this Duo Fibre Real Techniques brush, and I've heard that if you use Duo Fibre brushes on really soft eyeshadows, like say something like the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette, it can help kick up more than a normal brush would. So I thought, I'll try a different brush, and then I went on to use my Lily England. I'm not sure what this brush is called. It came in a set, but they are nice quality and they are a really affordable price, and it did the exact same thing, and it still kicked up quite a bit of powder. Even when I did the swatches that I showed at the beginning of the video, it still kicked up a lot of powder, so it's just something to bear in mind. They did blend out really easily, so I don't think it is a massive problem, because even if you do get a lot of powder on your brush, you can blend it out really nicely, but it's just something to bear in mind. When I was using the shimmer shades, I used the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. I've talked about this in quite a few of my videos lately. I really love this brush, and I don't just use it just for foils, I use it for shimmers as well, because it just seems to pick up the powder really nicely, and I'm really impressed actually with the shimmer that I got. I used the other palette today. I used this gold kind of shimmer. It reminds me a little bit of something like MAC Amber Lights, and I'm really impressed with how it's actually gone on my eyes, because when I've originally swatched them when I just first got them, I thought the shimmers aren't as good as the mattes, but when I've re-gone in and tried the shimmers again, they are actually quite good. I think though that the darker colours pack more of a punch than I couldn't even get that out then because my cold is so bad I can't even get my words together. So yeah, the darker shades on the shimmers definitely pack more of a punch. So like say this shimmery shade here, this lemon and this pink, don't show up as well as these two nice gold shades. So it's just something to bear in mind. But something like this pink shade you can just use on your brow bone anyway, or in your inner corner highlight, so it doesn't matter that much. So the warmer palette does actually look quite a bit like the Maybelline Burgundy bar that I reviewed not so long ago, which I will I'll link down below. But out of the two, I I obviously, or will definitely, prefer the Primark one. It just blends a lot nicer. You haven't really got that many mattes in this Maybelline one. Overall, I definitely prefer the Primark one. It's more versatile than the Maybelline one, and it's half the price, so you can't really complain about that. So for affordability, if you wanted something with your, you know, your berry kind of colours, I would definitely pick this over this. I have actually tried out the little 9 pan palettes, which also look like little MAC palettes as well, the MAC ×9, and I do think that the formula is a lot nicer on these than those palettes. And I know a lot of people do like them little palettes, but for me they were only so-so. But I feel like the powder and the pigmentation, the formula, is a lot nicer on these than it is on the smaller ones. So I can imagine they've probably used a different supplier for these, but yeah, I do really like them. I think they are definitely worth the £6. So you're getting 2 eyeshadow palettes for £12, and this Maybelline one costs £12 on its own, so you could get both of these palettes for the price of one. I really like it. I love the eye look I've done today with it. All I've done is I've used I think it was this colour to set my eye. I used that really warm orangey brown in the crease. I used this colour on my outer V, and then I used that very peachy goldy colour. That's all I've used. I've just used them few colours, and I'm really impressed with my eye look today. So thanks for watching. I would definitely go out and get these palettes. They are a little steal, and thanks for watching my videos. I will link the other ones I've talked about down below, and I will see you again shortly. Bye.